So I have a confession. It's not something I'm proud to admit, and it's actually becoming an issue in my life, but I have hugging issues. I recently realized this when I was at my friend's grandma's funeral. Yeah, a funeral. The worst place to realize you can't hug. What happened was my friend was crying and upset, and I went in to console her with a hug, and as I stepped in, I crushed her foot. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. So sorry. And her mom was right next to her, so I'm like, I'll give her mom a hug. So I went to go give her mom a hug, and I also crushed her foot. At this point, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? The next day, I happened to be at my parents', and I was telling my dad this story, and no joke, we practiced hugging techniques for over an hour. We broke everything down from foot placement to arm length, and yes, even pelvic alignment. I'm still kind of scarred that I practiced pelvic alignment with my dad. So after this hour-long session, I looked at my dad and I was like, all right, I think I'm ready. Let's do one more hug. I got this. And as we're going in for the hug, my dad fucking steps on my foot. It's hereditary. Now, after this failed session with my dad, I turned to the one source I knew I could trust, the internet. I Googled, how long is the perfect hug? It said that 10 seconds is the perfect length of a hug. 10. T-E-N. 10. That was only half of 10 seconds. I don't know about you guys, but in that same time frame, I could fall in love, have sex, and still have 5 seconds left over for cuddling. Speaking of confessions, I failed the driver's written exam 7 times. At least I think it was 7. I lost track after attempt number 5. I failed that test so many times, I knew the staff there on a first-name basis. I'd walk in and be like, hey, Meredith, how you doing? How are Tommy and the kids? Ah, boys will be boys, am I right? Computer number 5 like last time? Great, I'll see you next month. I passed eventually. Now, the worst part was, because I couldn't drive, my parents had to take me to every attempt. And after every attempt, I'd walk out and be like, let's go, Mom. I failed. And the worst part of this was, my parents, to a fault, always believe the best in me and can never really fathom when something doesn't go my way. So after every failed attempt, I'm like, let's go. I failed. My mom would be like, no, you didn't. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, no, seriously, I failed. And she's just like, nah. Then from across the hall, I'd always hear Meredith yell, no, 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 he failed. See you guys next month. My dad is weird. It is. My dad has his own Twitter account, and he believes everything he reads on it. One of the things he believes is that if you have an onion in your room, it will suck up bacteria and allow you to have better night dreams. No, to be fair, he gets it from a credible source. He gets it from a Twitter account called Skinny Fit Moms. It's legit. Now, the worst part of this was, he didn't just believe this, he used to secretly implement this in my life when I was younger. I can't tell you guys how many times I'd be cleaning my room and find an onion under a pillow or behind a picture frame. He was secretly hiding produce in my room. He was secretly hiding produce in my bedroom. Can I emphasize that enough? Now, let's just take a step back and try to get inside his mind. He believed that an onion could suck up bacteria and allow for better dreams. An onion. Because as we all know, onions are mythical creatures. And in ancient times, we used to sacrifice onions to the gods in order to ward off death and disease in our village. That's why to this day, when we cut an onion, we cry. Now, unfortunately, this was not a one-time thing either. This became kind of a pre-bed ritual. Most people look for monsters. I looked for produce. Now, granted, I did have fantastic night's sleep, but still, I was tired of waking up spooning an onion. Thank you.
Garrett, everybody!